Hello, the internet. It is Saturday, the 26th of June, 2021, and welcome back to the channel. Today on the stream, what I'd like to do is test this thing behind me. This is my interview setup. Kind of been messing around with this for quite some time, trying to sort of come up with a concept where I can do interviews with guests and kind of give it a little bit different treatment than what you're seeing on other streams. A lot of people do panel discussions and they got like 12 different people all lined up in a panel. I just thought I wanted to do something a little more schmick, a little more professional. I had a lot of issues trying to get this thing to work. Mainly, this is another Mac versus PC thing. Mainly the amount of monitors that I am now running off a single MacBook Pro with only, well, it does have 4 Thunderbolt ports, but I'm using every single one of them. By the way, I got something in my eye here which is bugging me. Now, all credit, not credit, all things considered, just a little technical, I guess a little technical know-how. I was originally going to be doing this with a separate machine, with a Mac Mini, and the Mac Mini was going to be the interview machine, and that was going to pump it all back into this machine. So therefore, there's no system resource potential for lags and holdups and bugs. At this point, I couldn't quite get that to do what I needed it. And with the invent of the M1 chip from Apple, I don't think having a Intel-based Mac Mini and an Intel-based MacBook Pro is what I've got. I don't see how there's any benefit running those two when we all know that the 16-inch MacBook M2 or M1X, whatever they're going to call it, that's on its way, and that'll outpower the concept of 2 Intel chip Mac Mini and MacBook Pro. So I forewent that idea. I left that idea. I thought, I'll just use what I've got and I'll work it out how I can do it. Funnily enough, the idea of getting another monitor involved, this guy behind me, the simple solution was to use a DisplayPort out to HDMI conversion. I did not think of that. I've got a TS3 from CalDigit. It's a Thunderbolt dock. I've got 2 docks running right now, and the TS3 has a DisplayPort out, and I was like, I can never use that. All of my stuff's HDMI, but you can obviously go from one to the other. So that's how that's running, and for what it is, it runs fine. In the chat, sorry, I didn't even address the Chisel chat. Perdsky says, good morning, Perdbeer. Mindy, hi Perdsky. Hello the internet, I said Mindy. Hello the Benon, hello the Mindy. Mindy, sup Gibbs, how's it going Perdsky? Just watched the Red Vest video. I don't really want to talk about it, but I appreciate you watching it. If you want to know what he's talking about, go to my YouTube channel. It's the latest video up there. Yeah, I said, right, what's next with that guy? An absolute tool, right? No doubt about that. Mindy's got big storms moving through Missouri, lots of flooding, tornado time in the US. There was a tornado in the Czech Republic. Hey, what happened in Florida? What happened with this? There was a collapse of a building or something? A few people are dead in Czech Republic, lots of flooding in France, crazy times, tornado time in the US. It's very benign here. Mrs. Charlie. Hello, Mrs. Charlie. I don't know why you get a little cheers and nobody else does, but there it is. Hello, Mrs. Charlie. Perdsky, hi 64. Mindy calling for the first interview. Giggle Pickle did sign up, but and this is what I was saying before, all's fair from me and her, but I haven't actually logged into the Discord yet. So this setup is based upon Discord video and audio. I'm not even in Discord yet. I wanted to do this as a test run here. I wanted to do this on the fly. So I wanted to see how it would go, because I want to Chadsky's in the house. G'day Chad, how you doing? How's the swell here? It's gone off again. It's gone down again. The swell's gone down, and there's a hardcore westerly wind. Actually, this is working out perfectly. By the time I finish this stream, it'll probably be better for surfing. So this is good timing for me. So what I want to do with this setup is eventually do this on DLive and be able to do it on the fly. Like someone says, oh, hey man, I wouldn't mind coming on for an interview. Not that you planned it or anything, but can I wheel this crap out and set it up on the fly and then have a guest call in? More than likely, yes. But this will be like a testing of how that's going to work. So let me do this then. Let me at least log into Discord, because Fair and Warfare and Love and Giggle Pickles may be in there waiting for me. It's kind of strange that she wouldn't be in this stream, but she may be on the Discord. So let me just do this. So I don't see her there. I don't see her there. So in that sense, Mindy, I know this might not sound cool as you being a backup, but Giggle Pickles did say she wanted to do it, and I'm in the Discord. She's not here, and you know what? Let's open it up to Mindy. Plot twist. Giggles is actually under the desk. She's down in her regular D-Live spot. I was very clear yesterday. I said this is a YouTube only stream. YouTube only. I made it very, very clear. She's not here. I thought she might have been in the chat, but she's not. That's okay. It's all good. Mindy says, okay, here I come. So Mindy, what I'll do, this is how this will work. I will... So jump in the Discord and just be there. Just be there. You don't have to do anything. I'll do everything. Just be there or be Mindy. When I see you in there, so get into the Gives a Minute Discord. Don't have to go into a voice channel or anything. Just get in there. I'll see you come online, and make sure you have Kansas. At the bare minimum, just have Kansas. If you have Kansas, you should be good. Kansas, and a video and a camera, of course. Maybe a laptop with a FaceTime camera or whatever it is. But at bare minimum, we do need Kansas. And I'll see you come in. I'm on the Gives a Minute Discord. Obviously, this kind of stuff, if we're doing a pre-organized interview, I would have the guest already in the Discord, and I'd already have the lower third, because I've got to change the lower third here. I'd already have that done beforehand, but I just kind of like the idea of sort of seeing how this does work. And by the way, this thing that's poking into my eye, holy balls, that's super annoying. It's like a little inward-facing eyelash. Online, I don't see Mindy yet. Hang on a second. I guess I should scroll down to Alpha Mobetical. Man, I got a lot of crew in my Discord these days. A lot of, let's just call them trolls. Holy crap, there's a whole bunch of people in there. Wow. They're all offline though. So, I see Mindy there. Okay, Mindy. I can only see the others' chat from your screen. Mrs. Charlie. I'm not too sure what you mean by that. I can only see the others' chat from your screen. You don't see yourself on the screen? Mrs. Charlie? I don't know what you mean. Okay, Mindy, I'm going to call you. I'm going to call you with a video. I've called you with video, so you guys won't hear this, but Mindy will hear me. Mindy, also your vertical camera, you need to go horizontal, but I can see you. I can set. She's putting Kansas on. Okay, that's perfect. All right, I see you now. So you can hear me and you can see me. Okay, so Mindy, you guys can't hear Mindy on the stream yet. That's, oh, wow. Oh, interesting. Hold on a second. Wow, that's intriguing. That just changed my camera. Oh, wow. Huh. That's not cool. That just changed my camera on screen. Changed the resolution? What? That's not cool. Let me do a little testy, Mindy. I'm going to hang up this Discord call because can you see what happened on screen? It made my camera shrink on screen. That's very weird. Yeah, I'll just quit this Discord and see if that fixes anything, and we'll come back. Okay, that didn't change. That's the first time that I've seen that in a long, long time. It's like it's grabbing. I don't know what that is. Let me see if I can fix it. It's my GH5. Preset is high. Why would that do that? Let me just change to a different device. Why would that do that? Okay, well that put it back. That puts it back, but I don't like that opportunity of that happening. Let me just go back to Discord. Mrs. Charlie says, what they type where I type only shows my comments. She may be using an app with parental mode on that hides the chat. That could be a thing. Now, Mindy, you and I are back. Now, what did that do to my... Okay, so that didn't change my camera. That's interesting. Okay, so what I'll do here, Mindy, I will... let me put... Hang on. Where are we? Why are you not with me on that scene? This is interesting. I'm going to call you back here, Mindy. I'm going to call you back. So that's weird. Let me go back and give Mindy a call. So I'm just calling Mindy now with camera. Oh, it did it again. What? Okay, Mindy, this is not your problem. This is a glitch. I'm going to have to look into why that keeps changing. Now, here's the thing. Maybe if I use... I don't know. I genuinely don't know why this is doing this. Let me work on that first. I'll hang up the Discord and I'll call you back again. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. Maybe I've got to... Why would this be doing this? Let me just go back out and back in. So maybe I've got to set scaling to inner bounds. That used to be an issue back in the day. Transform, edit, transform. Alignment in bounding box. Bounding box type. Scale to inner bounds. Close that. I have not seen this issue in a long, long time. Transform. Just make sure that that's bounding box type. Scale to inner bounds. That's that. And then let's try this one. We don't actually need that one. But just in case we do, I'll do it as well. Yeah, right. This is not something I thought we'd be doing. Because I did this. I did a test with myself. Okay, I'm going to load Discord again. I'm going to call Mindy back. Fingers crossed this scaling to inner bounds holds it. I'm going to hang that call up there. I'm going to call Mindy back here. Okay. Call Mindy. Turn on camera. Did that mess up my camera? No, it didn't. Okay. Scale to inner bounds. Mindy, you can see me? You can hear me? Okay, perfect. That didn't change a thing on my stream. Oh, it did on that one though. What? Why would it do that? Hold on a second. Hold on. What the hell is doing this? Transform, edit, transform. This one didn't have scale to inner bounds. Okay, we'll go one more time, Mindy. We'll go one more time. My apologies. Okay, I'm going to quit out of that. Okay. Let me just have a look at... Change the camera source again. This is a glitch, right? Change it out. Change it back. Now, make sure transform, edit, transform, bounding box type, scale to inner bounds. What? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Okay, well then I have to resize that sucker. And that doesn't do it proportionally? What? Are you kidding me? Dear. Hold on a second. Reset transform. Why would that not transform it proportionally? Okay, it is now. Far out. Sorry about this, folks. The joys. This is why you need the test crap. I thought I did this test though. Transform, edit transform, bounding box type, scale to inner bounds. Okay, scale to outer bounds. It just changes it. Scale to width of bounds. No bounds, stretch to bounds. Get out of here. Far out. Transform. Reset transform. Man, this is not cool. Okay. That's the GH5 back to normal. But why, if I transform this, edit transform, bounding box type, no bounds, stretch to bounds, scale to inner bounds, scale to outer bounds. I don't want to do that though. Oh my God. This sucks. This is not the issue I thought we'd be having here. I thought we'd be well past this by now. Holy crap, can you believe this? Transform, edit transform. Oh, man. You know, the simplest way around this is to give Mindy a different camera source. Mindy, I'm going to give you a different camera source. If Discord doesn't like me using, unbelievable, look at this. If Discord doesn't like me using my camera, the same camera, I'm going to just use the FaceTime camera. But that's going to look lousy for Mindy. Oh man, this sucks. Let me just fix this. Look at this crap. You thought, and why is that not scaling proportionally all of a sudden? Look at this. I can drag that in and out. Okay, we're just going to leave that there for the time being. I'm going to Mindy. I'm going to go back to Discord. I'm going to change my video source to my FaceTime camera. So you're going to get lousy vision. Voice and video. Video settings will be FaceTime camera, test video. So FaceTime camera is on. So that's what you're going to get, Mindy. That's a bit of a shame, but everything else is fine. Okay, so let's try this again. Mindy, you're going to still hear me and see me, but you're not going to be getting this camera. You're going to get the lousier FaceTime camera. That could be a way we do this. Let me have a look. Let me go back to Discord. Let me call you. Now I don't see Mindy. I don't see you there now, Mindy. Mindy, are we still on a call or something? No. I don't see you in the Discord now, Mindy. Tim's here though. G'day, Tim. Hey, Mindy, Ben on Perdsky and others. I'm there? Okay. Well, that's weird. How come I don't see you? Gotcha now. Wow, that was weird. Okay, I'm going to call you here. So the call should be on. You should be seeing me with a lousier camera. And I can hear you and see you. That did not change anything. Okay, so the idea here is to not use the same camera source. For some weird reason, it changes the scaling on the stream. So Mindy, you're there now. Okay, cool. Hello, by the way. Oh, hell, I gotta look here, don't I? Hello, Mindy. So what I'm gonna do then, I'm going to pop you out. I'm going to pop you out onto a different screen. How come that didn't pop you out where I thought it would? I'll just drag it over, right? I'm going to drag you over. So that means if you're here, if we go over here, this here should be me and a lower third. Now, if we go here, there's Mindy behind me, and there's Mindy Interestingly, you are now on scene, but there is a little bar above you. That's weird. A little bar right above your head. There's a bar. That's weird. I wonder if that's my scaling. Let me have a look. Could be. It probably is. I'll just give you a little bit more resolution. And there we are. Okay, well, I guess at this point we can... how about that for a tech issue? The issue we had there is something that I haven't seen for super long, but everybody say hello to Mindy. Mindy, hello, how are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, so we've got your lower third on screen here. It says someone else. Now what I can do with that is just quickly change that on the fly. Mindy, do you have your URL to your YouTube stream handy?
You mean the chat?
You've got a channel which you post videos every now and then on. Do you want to promote it? Do you want to promote it?
No, not unless someone's an ultrasound tech or has an Australian Shepherd.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I'll give you. I'll just give you a make-believe URL. It's going to be happy.birthday.for.the.other.day.com. So I'll just give you a fake URL. That should have, yeah, there you go. So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to see if we could get up on screen with a different lower third for whoever comes in on the fly if we need to. Not ideal, but that's how I'm going to do it. And then I will be switching between you and me. First of all, in the chat, can everybody hear Mindy and see Mindy fine? Like I mean, I can see it on screen, but just wondering if everybody else can hear properly. And also, Mindy, for you, when I'm talking to you, is it disconcerting because I'm not actually looking at you?
Not at all.
Okay, because that's frustrating for me to know that for some reason. I wonder what would happen if I changed cameras during the call. Interesting. I wonder if I could try that. Let me see. We're on a call right now. Can I change my camera source? I don't think I can during a call. That was weird. You just distracted me behind. I saw movement behind me, and I was like, "What was that?" Oh, that's right. Mindy's on the screen behind me. I guess it doesn't really make a huge difference. I was just wondering because, like, I have the camera. Why I can't use it for you is perplexing. I don't like the screen setup. It looks clumsy and the picture is faded. The picture is faded.
Oh, maybe it's my lighting. Just a minute. Is that better?
That does look nicer, yeah. Or are you,
Okay.
Perdsky, are you saying this screen looks faded? We see her. There is a green line. There's a green line? What's the green line? Podsky, I'm not too sure what you're referring to. No, it's fine when he shoots to you.
I don't see a green line.
Yeah, what's the green line?
I'm looking at my iPad and I don't see anything.
Podsky, are you saying this scene looks bad, or are you saying when we're together it looks bad? Is that because of the color settings on that television? Maybe I could have a look at the on-screen settings, I suppose, if that's what you're talking about. It's not Mindy's setup; it's my setup. So here it looks faded. Her adjusting light fixed it. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're talking about, Pertsky. Rob Max in the house. G'day, Rob. When you're both in view, it's looking a bit better now. Oh wow. Okay, well that's intriguing. I've not done a thing with that, Perdsky. That's literally like that's the same as this dude. There's no difference to that scene at all. I don't know why. I don't know why that would be any different. That's exactly the same. It still looks a bit awkward. Awkward.
Is it because I'm not centered on the screen or something?
It could be because you're moving as well, maybe. Like most people
Oh.
that we interview probably would be stationary, I'd imagine. Could that be it, Perdsky? Because she's moving around and it looks like the thing's wobbling or something? Can you try it stationary, Mindy, if you can just pop it down? If you have that option? Or?
Yeah, let me... I'll put it... I've got it on a tripod. I was just holding it. I've got it on one of those little...
It just looks weird, Perdsky says. Okay, does anybody else think that? Is it the angle of the television screen? Like, should the television be more that way? Oh, but then you get my light in it.
Let's see here.
Yeah, I can't do that, Perdsky, because
I'll try
then
to keep mine holding still there. A second.
Interesting. It could, you know what it could be? It could be that my camera is filming from an up angle and it's pointing down, and I'm mitigating that down angle by tilting the television on an angle as well. So the angel's kind of, the camera's on an angle like that and the television on an angle like that to sort of, they both fall that way to fall in, but I'm sitting up vertical. So if I was sitting back, I don't know, like, see, now your lighting is too strong, Mindy, I think.
Oh.
You've got a ring light there, haven't you? I see it reflecting in your glasses.
I got one of those little, see, it's like it's a little portable.
Oh, cool. That makes a difference.
Yeah,
That's great. Yeah. Imagine, look how lousy that looks
and
without the light.
You just clip it onto your phone. It's a little, I dimmed the, let's see. Now I'm just lit from behind. Is that better?
I don't know. I think I like it.
Put one of the lighter lights and I can like put it up a little. Let's see, I can strap it to this thing. A second here. Will it fit? No. Fit. No.
Tim, Benon, can you do a close-up of yourself and then do you and Mindy as sister by side split screen? Do a close-up on me. Not really, because of the screen behind. That is the split screen. That maybe I've got this all wrong. Maybe this isn't the way to do this. If side by side. I mean, you can do that with. Yeah, you can do that this way. I can do that like this. Is that what you mean? I mean, that's see the problem with that is now we're seeing the FaceTime camera that Mindy's seeing. I would rather just see Mindy on that scene and then come back to this. Yeah, you definitely need to come up with another solution. So this is not working. Okay. So the idea behind this was to not do panels. So I figured if I could give the guest the full scene like this, and then when we cut back, this is my scene, and you can still see that the guest is there. Because the panel is essentially the same thing, except that there's more than one person just jotted around the screen in different... Like, Perdsky, before you said it looks weird because Mindy's on my shoulder, your words. Isn't that what a panel is? Everyone on everyone else's shoulder, like a Brady Bunch? Yeah, that's what I thought anyway, and that's what I was trying not to do. Tim liked that double vision, this thing here, where I went like that. Oh, sorry, not that. Whoops, no, like this. I don't like that because I mean, at that point, I don't need the television at all. Like if I was to do this, that's just a Discord thing. I could do that, and then I could even set it up to do. Well, I could switch between and put someone on full, put me on full. I can do that, but that's not That's not what I was thinking. Like, okay, maybe I've got it wrong. Maybe this is the lousier way to do it. In this shot, it just doesn't work. So you don't like this concept. Can you physically face her, like swivel your chair to her like that? Wow, that's weird. Really? You think that would be better if I'm sitting here facing her? What do you think about that, Mindy? That's weird, right?
Yeah, I mean, other than the microphone would need to be on the other side so that people could see your face as you face the person you're talking to.
That's true, yeah.
It is interesting to kind of look at you looking at your interviewee.
Okay. Interesting. I can see two issues with that. There's no way for me to, like, I'm not only am I interviewing, but I'm also switching and producing because I'm a one-man team, and I don't have any way to see. Like, if I'm facing this way, I'm literally not looking at the computer. I'm looking into my bedroom, and I know, Mindy, you can't, like, you're not hearing this audio. Oh no, you're hearing the audio.
Yeah.
You're hearing the audio off the MacBook Pro. You're not hearing that audio, are you?
Oh no, I'm not.
Yeah. So you're hearing a different audio source, and you're seeing me look at you, but all you're seeing when you look at me is the back of my head, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be super disconcerting for the guest, I think. Perdsky says, yes, you definitely need to be on your side. Chadsky says, a rock and a hard place. With your proposed configuration, it looks to the viewer like your back is turned to her. But if you turn around like that, your back is now turned to us. Yeah. I don't know. Are we... This would be no different on a panel. This is what it would look like, except that wouldn't be a screen. That would be on scene. So what's the difference there? Like on a panel discussion, no one's facing each other and looking at them. They're literally just facing cameras. I don't understand. Can you answer that, Pertsky? Like when you see a panel discussion, the people are literally not facing each other. They're doing what we're doing right now. Isn't that the case? Like, Mindy, is that the case?
Well, I don't know. I'm kind of disconnected from that stuff. I don't watch any panel discussions.
Okay. Okay. Chadsky, on a panel discussion, she'd be next to you. She looks literally behind you is the difference. Okay. Yes, but they are all equal on panel streams. I think I hear what you guys are saying now. It's the distance. So what about if I brought this closer to like almost in line with me? Without dropping it? Whoa. Is that what you mean? Like then you got all this lighting. Look at that light issue. Look at this big panel. Forget the panel of light, but if she was sitting here, then you might as well not use the screen, right? You might as well just use panels. It's bad spacing, says Pertsky. I think it still wouldn't work. No, that's not your light, Mindy. That's my light.
Oh.
Yeah, nice try. I don't know, folks. I might have been overthinking this. Maybe this is not the way to do it. She's still behind you, so okay, Mindy. How about that then? Is that better? On my right and in front of me slightly, I have Mindy. Happy birthday, Mindy. How you doing? I don't know, folks. I might have got this all wrong, right? This might be the wrong way to do it. Although this is pretty cozy. Hey, how are you, Mindy? Good to see you. I'm literally holding on to you. Yeah, is everything okay with you, Mindy? How's your birthday been? Just get a little bit of that hair off there.
Great birthday.
I'll just fix that hair for you there. I don't know, folks. All right, back to the drawing board, I suppose. This is probably not how I'm going to do it then. Good to know. Like, I'd rather have this test out of the way and then like realize that this is not how we're going to do it. Maybe I just go back to panel interviews. Pertsky, I think you could face her and then have another camera pointing at me. So let's go back and try that. So if I put this, whoa! By the way, if this does, I don't want to damage Mindy. If this television falls over, it's a super cheap. This is the cheapest. It's Kogan brand. It's a really lousy brand, or a really entry-level brand in Australia. So even if it does fall over, it's not a huge deal. I don't want that to happen, but if it did happen to go over, it wouldn't be a huge difference. So how would that work then? So if I was to interview Mindy, I'd probably need a television with a camera. That camera can be the one Mindy sees. Oh, wait a second.
It's really the camera you're using now, which I guess is your iPhone or your iPad?
FaceTime camera on the laptop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Yeah. But don't forget, you're the only one seeing that.
It looks professional.
That's probably the lighting. Let me yeah, that's the camera Mindy's talking about. Hang on. This camera is the one Mindy's talking about. I don't like that in terms of the grain and how bunky it looks, but I think, Mindy, that's fine for you, but I would want this camera for the audience. However,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, only you were seeing that. So, but Pertsky says, switch between 3 shots. You looking at her filling the scene, and a shot directly shooting you. I see what you're saying. Chadsky, it's an interesting idea, but yeah, it feels weird to have your interviewee behind your shoulder. Okay. Well, I hear you all. I don't think I'm going to go ahead with this then. I think I'm going to have to go back and think harder about it.
About this position right here. I mean, it's kind of like we're facing each other, but we're addressing the audience and looking, kind of towards them.
Yeah, okay. Pertsky, I think that's another thing not working. You're in HQ and it conflicts with the resolution of the screen. I see what you're saying. Unfortunately, I can't control what the guest would have at their end. So what are you using there, Mindy? You're using your laptop, right?
No, I'm using my iPhone 8 Plus.
Okay. So sort of a similar camera as the iPhone setup. Okay.
And I'm using it, of course, in selfie mode so I can see that I'm in frame.
Yeah, true. Do you want to just try flipping it to the rear facing camera? I know you won't be able to see it, but at least we'll see if the quality makes a difference.
Okay.
Yeah, just see what that does.
Second.
You need at least 3 shots, says Pertsky. Yeah, you need the shot with me talking to Mindy, and then the overriding shot and Mindy shot. I wonder if this makes a difference at all.
Let's see here.
Okay. I don't think that's made any difference, really.
Second here.
Oh, that's still the front-facing camera. Pertsky, this is going to be even more awkward if there are more than... I
just got to figure out how to switch here. I'm just going to tap the screen.
No worries, Mindy. Pertsky, this is going to be even more awkward if there are more than 2 people involved. Well, I wouldn't have that. I wasn't going to do panels. I was going to just do one-on-one interviews. That was always my plan.
Flip.
It still looks weird.
See here.
It looks fine when you go to her source when I'm on that scene, but you're saying the two the two qualities merging don't work together. When one's good and one's bad, doesn't work. I think I'm overthinking it here.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, so that's a better quality image, but only marginally, I think. I don't think for what that means for you, I don't think that's a huge gain, because now you can't see yourself, you can't see how you're framing. So I personally don't think that's a major benefit.
Well, I'm looking at my iPad.
Oh, so you can see it, but you can see it delayed, can you? Because you're watching the stream on your iPad.
Not very delayed, because I got fiber optics now.
Ah, yes. Yeah, Chad, I feel like we're entering overthink territory. I think you're right, dude. I think I've overthought this. I guess I should have maybe put this proposition to you all first. That's because this concept of having the guest behind me and then being able to cut to the guest and cut back, that was like, as sad as this sounds, this is what I've literally been working on doing for so long. And now that I've got it down, we're not going to be using it because everybody said it looks silly. And I'll ride that. I'll take that. I mean, that's the point of learning and trying. If it does look crap and it's not going to work, then we won't do it. And I'll have to think about something else that I can do. Yeah. Is that a fair point? Everybody in the chat right now says this is not how you should do it. Is that pretty much a consensus? Mindy, is that your thoughts as well?
I don't know. I think that people are just not used to this new concept, and maybe if they were to watch it for a little bit, they might warm up to the idea.
Okay. Well, I mean, we'll leave this live stream up, and then people can comment on it and say, "Yeah, that's a stupid idea, dude. What were you thinking?" Or, "No, we like that idea. Keep it." But as it stands right now, I would suggest not a good idea. Pertsky, I like the idea that you turn your chair to her, then when you're talking, you switch to a third view, but you still need to resolve the screen conflict. Chadsky, I agree with Mindy. I don't think it'd be distracting for long, but I understand why Pertsky is put off. So Pertsky, when you talk about the screen conflict, you're literally referring to the quality difference, right? And I guess maybe that's my fault for buying the cheapest television possible. I mean, it's a 4K cheap ass television, but is it really that noticeably bad? Let me.
And it probably has to do with the angle of the TV and the camera. If the camera is not shot directly at the screen, then they're going to catch an edge.
That's true.
And have a distorted view. It won't be as crisp a view as you see as you face the screen directly.
That's true. That is true. I'm wondering about the angle here. Like if I was to, if I was to put this screen, I can't hold it. I'll have to hold it there. But that's the screen dead straight, but it doesn't look straight to you guys because that's on a downward angle. So that's why I've tilted it back slightly, and ignore the light because that's obviously the positioning there. I don't know. Chadsky, that's a good point. Chadsky says, I mean, she's obviously on a display. There's no fixing that shy of Mindy actually coming to the studio. Yeah, are we like, is the quality, like if that was a 10 grand 8K LCD panel, would that quality make it look like she was here with me? Or are you still going to be like, oh, she's on a display? Like, there's that to think about, you know, like, by the way, we could test this by, let me put in front of Mindy, so you'll still hear Mindy. I'll put up what will I do? I'll put a video or something in front of Mindy just to see if the quality, like, let's just say if I put up like an HD video where Mindy's face is here, will that look different on the screen to you guys, or will that still look kind of rubbishy? Let me just see. I guess I'll have to do it by playing a media source. I'll take an existing media source here from the old school. We'll Be There Tonight, an old. Oh wow.
See the storm coming down.
So that's me. I beg your pardon. That's a bad example. I was trying to find a file, and I ended up finding the oldest file I could possibly find. Let me just grab another one.
Okay.
That was terrible. Let me just try. Let me just try this. Bugger. I've got rid of them. Okay, that's not going to work for me.
Oh.
Okay, that wasn't going to work. Chadsky, that's kind of nice, the tilt screen. I'd also suggest seating yourself so you don't overlap with the screen. Oh, wow. So I don't actually... So I've got to be... So you can't see the full screen. It's got to go...
Hey, Bannon.
Yo, Mindy.
Hey, I have some plants down. Can I run outside real quick and put them...
Yeah, sure.
Take care of them real quick?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, do what you got to do. Okay. No problems.
I'll put the camera in the window so you can see what I'm doing.
Okay, cool. In case anything goes wrong, we can call 911. Pertsky, I don't see I just see a conflict in the aesthetics. I don't know if a better quality display would improve things. I don't think it would. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, as it stands, you guys aren't even seeing the full screen anyway. So is it better if that's all the way back there? Look, that's a beautiful image, by the way. Look at that rain coming down. Dude, it's really hammering down there, isn't it? There's Mindy. If she slips over here, this will be terrible to see. Yeah, I don't know. How much difference is that? Yeah, okay. I see kind of what you're saying, like the quality difference there. Look at the reds. Look at the dark reds and the dark greens. It looks terrible on that scene, and it looks actually visually okay on that scene. Do we have to adjust the on-screen parameters of the television? Pertsky, that definitely looks better. It looks better like that, further back. Let me just see if I can change the... This is not something I've done before. Let me see if I can change the colors here.
I'm on a live stream.
Menu. Color temperature's normal.
Okay, just a minute. I just gotta...
That's okay, Mindy. That's okay, Mindy. Color temperature is normal.
Okay.
That's all right, Mindy. We were fine.
Just a minute. Let me put my earbuds in here.
Okay. So have we... That definitely looks better. Oh, wow, Pertsky. So it looks better with the screen further back? Interesting.
It's like a monsoon.
Yeah, we saw, Mindy. It was really hammering down there. Yeah, that looks terrible.
Crazy.
It looks like you're going to have to do some mopping up there soon if that keeps happening.
Yeah, and my gutters are clear, but the water is just running over the edge of them. It's just like coming down so hard.
Oh, crikey. Okay, so Chadsky says, I didn't mean get the entire display on camera so much as just make sure you never block the display with your body, but that's not too bad. So maybe but now we've got this my light issue bugging it. It's got to be turned. See, I'm trying to keep my reflection of light out of there. And to do that, we have to keep turning it, which makes it even funkier, right?
Should I move to the side or something?
No. That's totally not you, Mindy. That's on me.
Okay.
At that point, is that more, Chadsky, even with you looking across the display, it looked like you were engaging with the screen as I was like this. So I've got to talk this way. Wow. That's... Well, hello, Mindy. Welcome to the interview. And then I've got to turn around like that. That's going to be... But you still need the third shot. I'm genuinely confused by this. Looking at your own monitor.
Interesting seeing you look at the monitor, though.
That's interesting. When I do that, that's an interesting view for you. Like, yeah, okay. Even though you don't feel disconcerting because I'm not actually looking at you.
No, well, I'm not looking at you either when I'm looking at the lens of this side of my phone.
That's true.
I have to look down at my iPad to see you. But I think if I was actually having a very important interview, I'd probably put the screen closer to the camera so I could cheat.
Yes. Okay.
And I've told myself over and over when I've done videos to look at the lens, like you've said over and over again, you know, and I'm like, oh, I need to do what Benin was saying, you know, because it does look more professional. Like the other vloggers that I watch, when they look right at the camera, it makes such a difference to the viewer. But I'm so much heavier into viewing that I haven't really adapted the what do my viewers want to see, because I'm like always the viewer.
Right. It makes sense. I was just testing that too. Then at that point, when you were talking, I cut to you, and then when I replied, I cut to me. But I wasn't looking into the camera. I was looking at my screen, which is if everybody tell me now in the chat, if I look here, I'm looking at Mindy, not on that display, and I'm not looking at the camera for Mindy. I'm looking off to the side. Is that even weirder? Should I always be looking in there? And then when we cut to Mindy, it cuts to her, and then we cut back to me looking straight into the camera? Or so Chad, sorry, I got that wrong. He said not looking at the display. So you like it better when I don't do that, when I always look here or here. Looking at your own monitor with your eye line going across the display. Looking at my own monitor. You're saying, I see what you're saying, Chad. You're saying when I look this way, what's happening is my eyesight is going out of here across the monitor, which is almost like I am looking at her. It's a forced perception trick. It looks weird. You need to be facing her. Yeah, okay. I still don't get that vibe, Perd, because no panels ever face each other. Like, why is this different to a panel? I'm not trying to be facetious about it, but every single panel discussion. Oh, you said before because they're all in line. No one's in front, no one's behind. Right. I think Perd and I might have to agree to disagree. Yeah, but a panel works. But why? But why does a panel work and this doesn't? Is it because of the screen? Like if we did what Tim said, if we did this, that's essentially a panel, right? That's a panel discussion. But forgetting the television screen, if I didn't have that, that's a panel, which obviously I'd tweak it and fix it, put them in better position. But that's a panel discussion. How come that works, yet that doesn't? To me, it's the same concept, except that we're using the screen, not a panel. I don't know. I'm kind of hearing yay and nay for this concept. I'm hearing nay in a big way from Pertsky, and I'm hearing yay in somewhat of a way from Chad, and also from you, Mindy, it's sort of slightly, oh, it might work, but it might take a little getting used to. I guess we should open this up to a bigger audience. Maybe we should do a test on DLive and see if anybody thinks if this works or if it's too strange, too crazy. How about that for an idea? We'll do this test. I feel as you've been adjusting it a bit more, it's grown on me, says Chad. Okay. So maybe it's the screen's got to be back where it is. It's a good ways away. There's no reflective light on the panel. I'm not blocking it in the sense of me physically blocking it. We cut to Mindy whenever she's chatting. We cut back to me. We'll see. I guess we'll see. Now, I mean, it makes sense to test this further with another audience because I've got it now working. So it does make sense to sort of keep testing it. Chadsky says, it was stranger for me when you were in front of your interviewee, but as you give the monitor space and your eye line leads towards it, it feels more natural. It definitely got better as you moved it back, but it's still unnatural. Okay. What do you say, Mindy? Should we continue this test? Not necessarily with you, but should I continue to retest this with a bigger audience and see what they say?
I think that you have a very good vision in that you, as always, want to do something different out of the norm. And I think you may have something. It's just there'll be some getting used to it and some adjustments. But I did like the appearance of, as a viewer, when I see your head turned towards you and you look at your interviewee in the monitor, I thought that looked more natural. And then you can turn back towards your GH5 and see, talk to the chat, as it were. I mean, it looked natural to me, and I think that it's a good concept worth delving into. I mean, you've spent all this time anyway. Yeah. You might as well see what you think and look at the video afterwards and see.
That's a good
what
point.
Your thoughts are.
I'll definitely take a look at the replay later and see where it does and doesn't work in the viewer's perspective. Maybe that's simple. Like you start. Thing is, when you start talking, I'll want to cut to that, and therefore it doesn't make any sense if I'm looking this way, because now only you can see that because we're on you. You're cut to large, and you can see me that I'm looking here. But unless I hit back to here, the audience, and then there's a microphone placement issue because now the mic's not in front of me. I do have the second mic. I could run my second microphone, which I use for Poopsie, and I could have that down and underneath and hidden as well, I guess. I don't know. I like what you're saying. Like every now and then I look back and talk to you, and then when I address the audience. But then again, if I'm interviewing you, I'm only going to be listening to you speak, and I'm only going to be replying. And when I reply, maybe it's like, and I'm replying, and then I'm like, what do you think about that, Mindy? And as I turn my head, I cut. I don't know. That's some hardcore switching though. Every time I want to talk to you, I'm like, so Mindy, you just had a birthday, and how were those celebrations?
Yeah, that is strange. I mean, I think that keep the screen where you can see you and the screen in the background.
This setup,
cutting just to the interviewee is a little bit weird. Because, I mean, the whole concept is having this separate screen that you can, that your audience can see, that your chat can see.
True. Pertsky says...
you don't need to cut straight to me because they can see me really well on the monitor.
That's true. But if you get going on a big, a big rant, it's better for me to give you the floor than to maintain me...
But for viewers, seeing your reaction, you know how much people love to see your reaction in things?
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So still having you on the screen, people will be able to pick up on subtleties of your reaction.
This is true. This is true. I didn't think of that. Yep. Okay. Good point. Good point. Chadsky says, I think it's worth doing a short test run, a short interview with a larger audience, and then gather feedback after the trial run. Potsky, you're the king of the one-man production. I think you can do this, but you need the third shot of you facing the subject. So, Potsky's saying the interviewee should be the most important subject, but it feels like you overshadow when facing to the front. Okay, so Potsky's saying, I mean, I was going to say, how could we do this with a NDI source? Potsky, you're saying there needs to be a camera. I'm
just going to turn the camera around because I had a notification I'm going to check.
Sure, go ahead, yeah. Potsky, that third camera, it needs to be, what did you say? The third camera, third shot of you facing the subject. So that's this shot, right? So you're saying that this needs to be a shot, a separate shot, me facing Mindy. But in my mind, the only time that I would cut to that shot would be when I'm speaking to Mindy, which would be every single time. So then in a sense, this shot becomes null and void, and that shot becomes the only shot. Because, yeah, that's the point of an interview. I'm always going to be, I'm only addressing Mindy because I'm interviewing her, but you guys are watching along. So therefore, Jake in the house. G'day, Jake. How you doing, man? We're doing a little test here. Exactly. Camera behind the screen. Behind here. You're not saying this shot of me looking this way. You're saying there needs to be a camera there pointing at me. Wow, that's really strange because that camera then would have, that view would be, you'd have doubles of everything then. You'd see my laptop, you'd see Mindy, you'd see the other screen, you'd see everything.
That seems a little much.
Yeah, that would be even more disconcerting because you would then see me looking at nothing, but you would see Mindy's behind me all lined up. Wow. I mean, at this stage, I don't have all those cameras to do that anyway. I mean, at a pinch, I could probably rig up a GoPro for that, but it would be a bit of a... GoPros always look really funky with the GH5. I do have the second GH5, but not here. That feels like it revealed too much behind the curtain to me, Chad. I'd kind of agree with that. I think this concept of... I think we need a bigger test subject here, folks. We need a bigger audience to gauge. I'm hearing all the arguments. I'm hearing all the discussions. I'm agreeing with a lot of it, and a lot of it I didn't think of, to be honest. I don't know why. I don't know why I thought this would be. I thought this would be a hit. I thought it'd be like, oh, dude, that looks rad, man. No one's got that. That's cool. But it seems like it's sort of. It seems like it's almost breaching like this weird wall that, from my chat anyway, at least Pertsky, no one seems to want to be able to get past that it's fake. Like, she's not actually there, so why bother? So if she's not there with you, why bother having her on a monitor? But then in my mind, I think, well, a monitor is the same as having a separate screen on Zoom or even here on Discord with a separate screen. So a monitor actually gives her... It's like a physical, like, Mindy, you've now got a physical place in the studio. Okay, you're not physically here, but you do have a slot. You're in the chair next to me if you like. But then again, I see what you're saying. Like, if Hendrik was here or if Duncan was here, every now and then I would be talking to them. So I kind of get that. And when Poopsy's here, I do turn and talk to her. So maybe I do need to do that turning thing so often just to be like, oh yeah, no, you are here. But most of it is, we're doing this so that people can watch, but you're still here with me. Maybe?
Yes.
Yeah. We getting somewhere, I think. I don't know. Is that yeah? Am I forcing it down your throat, Persky? Are you getting it now? Are you getting it? It's 3 things. It's a mobile internet device. It's an iPod, and it's the greatest email. It's 3 things. Are you getting it yet? I feel like Steve Jobs. Chadsky, it's grown on me as you've adjusted it. I looking at the screen here, I like a couple of things. I do like that there's that nice halo behind from the lamp. I like that. And I like that you can see the rolling case there, the flight case. I like that. Yeah. Pertsky, the shot of you talking to her where we cannot see your face is a setting the scene shot. Okay. I mean, physically, if I got a second mic here, which is going to have to be off camera. Let me just turn this mic on and see if this makes a difference here. Let me just open up 2 microphones. So now the audience can hear that and this one. So now when I turn my head, it's more picking up this microphone. So that could be a thing. Like you. So if I'm here and I'm like, oh, Mindy, yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. That's better than. So that's gone from this microphone to this microphone, and I'm talking. I mean that could be a thing that sort of makes it work. Pertsky, are you in favor of every now and then just turning around and then it's like oh, it's Mindy. It's so nice to have you here. How was your birthday this weekend? Did you know she had a birthday this weekend? How did that go, Mindy? Cut to Mindy. I don't know. Does that make it a little more something? It sounds like one mic. It's supposed to. It's the same mic. It's 2 identical microphones, identically EQ'd into the same sound card via 2 XLR inputs, literally into the same input. Yeah. Well, Mindy, you won't hear it because I'm literally giving you a separate audio from the MacBook Pro.
Oh, that's right, from the laptop.
Okay, so here's the thing. I feel like what we should do here is run this on DLive this afternoon and see what happens. If everybody, you still need that 3rd shot. I don't have the luxury of a 3rd shot at the moment. The only way I could do that, like I said, would be with a GoPro, which I'm not really set up for that yet. But good to know, Pertsky. I do have that other GH5 that could be used at some point if I get it back from the repair guys. Okay, so let's leave it at this. I will do another test to a different audience and see what they think. And we go from there. Yeah, sounds cool. Mindy, what do you think, Mindy? What do you think?
Well, I won't be up at midnight though.
That's true. That's true. No, you're understood. Hey, while we are here, Mindy, and we are having a chit chat. This is weird. Now I want to turn around. How was your birthday? Like, how did that go? How did you celebrate your birthday?
Well, I worked on my birthday, but had my boss bought me lunch, and then a friend took me out to dinner, and my cousin gave me a stained glass hummingbird, which is real cool.
Wow.
And I got an Alexa switch, so I can hook it up to the switch that controls my ceiling fan.
Oh, very
cool.
So
I won't have to have my nephew come and turn my ceiling fan off every night at 11.
Because you can't reach it there. I see it above your head.
Well, I don't want to get up because I'm in a I have big problems, Benin. I have a Tempur-Pedic mattress that has an adjustable frame, and sometimes it can be a little tricky to get out of if my feet are up, and I'd rather just someone turn the fan off for me.
That's cool. That's cool. Rad. So that's the fan that you're talking about behind you or above you?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's been so hot. It's been like 80 degrees at night. And so with the AC going, it's still not enough. And so I'll have my ceiling fan on And I'll just tell my nephew, who still lives with me while he's going to school here, to turn it off in a couple of hours.
Yeah. So now you've got Alexa, you can just be like, hey, Shlomo, turn that thing off.
Exactly.
That's awesome. That's cool. Well, Mindy, thanks for helping out, and happy birthday from a few days back. And
thank you.
I appreciate you giving me your time here to sort of sort this out. Like
sure,
I said,
fun.
I don't know if we'll keep this, but I do like the idea of running it by more people and seeing what the thoughts are. As it stands, though, we'll write this one down as a sort of a half yes, half no. Perdsky was pretty keen on no. He says Mindy is awesome though, and home automation is the way forward. Yeah, completely agree. So thanks, Mindy, and thanks everybody in the chat for assisting me with this. I think this is how I would end this. Mindy, what you're going to see is there'll be no change to you, but the audience will now not see you. And if I cut back to here, it comes back to here in the chat. And that's how I can then go ahead, even though you can still hear me, Mindy, the audience can't hear you, but that's how I'd end the screen or end the scene here. Oh, that's interesting. That microphone's been in shot the whole time. Okay, that's got to be out of shot. Perdsky says, I don't say no, I just think you need to tweak it. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up here, folks, and I will come back out on DLive and do a similar thing. And we were going to watch a music doco on DLive, but I think we'll just do this and see how we go. Yeah, anyway, Mindy, thanks again for your help, and hope you weather that storm. Okay. Mindy, I know you guys can't hear Mindy, but she said if I ever need to interview someone and get opinions, she's always there for me. So thank you, Mindy. I know because the Discord audio is not plugged in here. It's only plugged in on the other scene. But yeah, I appreciate that, Mindy, and I'll see you soon. And thank you, everybody else. If you are interested, we will run this again on DLive later on, and we'll see how it goes. But right now, I'm going to go surfing, I think. Maybe if the swell's good. Interesting.